Hello, I just wanted to thank you for clicking on my video, and I wanted to let you know not only do I create content in my YouTube channel here, Class in a Glass, but I'm also on Twitch where I play single-player games, multiplayer games, I do movie reviews, cartoon reviews, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Also, it would be a big help if you can check out my Patreon, where you can gain access to audio commentaries, reactions, and the ability to submit questions for my podcasts and videocasts. And all that content can be found in the links below. In the meantime, enjoy the video. But yeah, let's get into this Spider-Man review, chat. Episode 20, Enter the Punisher. So, chat, last time we left Peter Parker, he was having some issues, chat. He took the serum that Dr. Crawford told him, don't take this. I want to wait a couple days to see how the serum will affect your DNA. And, of course, she was looking at how it affected his DNA. It's like, oh, no, his cells are mutating even more. I got to tell him not to drink it. But, chat, we cut back to his queen's home, which he shares with his very elderly Aunt May, chat. And he guzzled that shit down. He was licking the container. He wanted every single drop in that test tube. And, ooh, he got some intense bubbly guts, chat. And he just fucking birthed from his sides 4 additional arms. And he goes, holy shit, Jesus. Ah! He's just screaming his ass off, chat. And we cut back. He's still screaming. He's still screaming in horror, chat. He's a monster. And you hear Aunt May's like, Peter, are you okay? Peter? And she's like, I'm coming. And then, by the way, this episode opens up with some of the worst. It's funny, bad CGI is the theme tonight, chat. But the Spider-Man animated series used a lot of CGI buildings and rooms. And there is this awful shot. Welcome to Streamcabs. There's this awful shot of Aunt May walking up the stairs and this camera panning. Like, you see her 2D character model moving in a 3D area, in a 3D space, and it is just, she looks as flat as a fucking board, and it is just the weirdest thing I've ever seen in this show. It's like, oh my god, that was, why did they do that? Why did they just have her go up the stairs and they just cut or something? The Peter going, oh, and you have open the door. It was such a weird, I mean, Birdemic level bad. I mean, it's awkward looking. Here, I'll tell you what. Watch, it's on, like, Spider-Man animated series is on Disney Plus right now, the 90s animated series. Go to episode 20, or the season 2, episode 10, I guess, of the second season, and just watch the first, like, 2 minutes, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? It's so weird, not funny. But she goes up, she's, Peter, are you masturbating, Peter? I don't want you to shoot your load. And she's like, all the loads have been shot. And she goes, oh my god. It's just covered in white. Just the room is just covered, chat. It's just covered. He sprayed it everywhere. She's like, oh my god. She just can't, she's just disgusted. She's like, oh, and she just runs away. And you see Peter outside. He's just like, well, that's gonna be a very awkward conversation later. But I can't let her see me like this. I'm a monster. And she's just downstairs going, he really needs to get laid. And speaking of getting laid, chat, who goes ahead and rings Peter Parker, chat? Fucking Mary Jane Watson, chat. You hit the jackpot, Tiger. And she goes, listen, Peter, we haven't talked to each other in like about, 2 weeks, okay? And I think you might be avoiding me. Listen, let's cut to the fucking, to the fucking thing we gotta get to, my friend. I want to take you on a hot date. I'm taking you out on a goddamn date. We're going to have a nice dinner, come back to my place, and we're just going to go to town. Sound good? And he's like, no, MJ, I can't see you right now. I'm just overloaded with things. She's like, are you fucking serious? I'm putting myself out there like never before, and you are denying me? And meanwhile, he's fucking busted a giant spider web load over his apartment, or over his room. And he's just bone dry at this point. She's got nothing left in the chamber. And he's like, I'm sorry, I gotta go. She's like, Peter, don't hang up on me. And he hangs up on her, chat. And he's like, I gotta go back to Dr. Crawford. and tell her about this horrible predicament I'm in. And fucking Mary Jane, she's like, I love it, Chad. She gets in her fucking car. She's like, Peter, you and I are gonna have sex tonight. Oh, so help me God. And she goes all the way to she goes all the way to fucking Queen's Shed. He watches her get out, and she's banging on the goddamn door. Aunt May, open the fucking door. I want to sleep with your nephew. And she goes, finally, Jesus Christ. And she goes over there. It's just fucking ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. He fucking swings off. He's got to talk to Dr. Crawford. Meanwhile, chat, we're in a warehouse now. Because this episode is called Enter the Punisher, and he is just about to enter. And we see these three criminals, chat, and they're, I don't know, they have a hostage. They got a girl. And they're waiting for their big old payday. Or if they don't get their payday, chat, they're going to kill her. They can't say kill, but they go, so it means kill. And so it's not good. And then one of them says, like, after I get all money, I'm going to get hitched to my girl. She says, oh, am I your girl now? He's like, hell yeah, you are. And she just fucking sits on his lap. It's like, wow, this is a very sexual-themed episode of Spider-Man, chat. It's odd. I don't know. I guess Peter, he's going through some changes in his body, so maybe it's kind of like one of those back-to-school specials. I don't know. But they're about to get busy, but then a fucking wall explodes behind, and she says, like, the guy says, oh no, the girl says, I'm gonna blow your mind. And I guess she meant sexually, not literally, because the fucking wall behind them just explodes, and he goes ahead and walks out, chat. The fucking Punisher, Frank Castle himself. They're like, what the fuck? And he goes, no, fuck you. And he just takes out his guns, chat. And you can expect what the Punisher's gonna do, man. He's just gonna fucking lay into them, just bullets, spraying them, gun them down, chat, fucking throw a goddamn grenade and blow up the rest of the meat chunks in there. No, he doesn't do that. He doesn't do that, chat. He has a net gun. He has a net gun, chat, and he uses the power of jujitsu. He gets a couple people in some net guns, chat. He runs over to one guy. He punches him, and he puts a tire around him so he can't get out, so he falls over. But then this last guy's like, okay, I give up. He's like, give up? That's not how this works. What do you mean? I'm not, I give up. You don't hurt me. He's like, oh no, you criminals always get away. You're not getting away today. He's like, please don't. And the thing is, it's like it goes on for several beats. Like Frank Castle would just shot him, but he's like, are you gonna shoot me? Yeah, I'm gonna shoot you. It's like, why are you taking so goddamn long? And eventually the cops show up. He goes, help me, help me. He dives out the window. He's like, darn, I wanted to get that one. Oh well, back to Battle Jeep. That's the name of his fucking car, chat. He drives a giant purple Jeep, which he calls Battle Jeep. Lord Locke, see ya. Hope you have a good night, sir. Please feel better soon. I'm gonna go and try and eat something. So I'll probably see you guys tomorrow. Have fun, everyone, and keep being juicy, Chris. Thank you, Lord Locke. Appreciate you. Feel better soon. So he goes back to Battle Jeep, chat. And, he gets a big old call from Microchip. He just calls him Chip in this series. He's like, Frank, did you take those guys out? He's like, hell yeah, I did. What'd you expect from me? He's like, oh, Frank, you gotta stop using those lethal methods of yours. He's like, I'll never stop. My family's dead. Right, Battle Jeep? You, Chip, and Battle Jeep are the only family I need. And Chip goes, well, we want to repair your image. And so we have a new case that just came across, and I think you'd want this. And but I want you want me to promise me, Frank, no lethal measures, none whatsoever. No guns, no knives, nothing that would concern parental groups or the censors. Okay, Frank? And he goes, okay. And he says, great. So their target is Spider-Man, and apparently he has kidnapped a college student named Michael Morbius. You have to go and take him out, non-lethally. And Punisher says, that's the best at what I do, not killing anybody. And so he drives Battle Jeep Chap to fucking New York. Are you fucking kidding? Battle Jeep is Battle Van. You're right, it's Battle Van. All right, I take it back. Not Jeep Chat, Battle. It's fucking ridiculous. I love it. It's like, why would you have a character like the Punisher here? I know he originally was introduced as Spider-Man, well, like 129, way back in the day. He was set up as like at first a villain, and then kind of like an anti-hero friend of Spider-Man. But you're making a children's cartoon, It's like, why are you having the Punisher in here to begin with? And it's like, if you're going to have him in there, then have him be the Punisher. But you're having him in here and you completely cut the legs out from under him. It's just ridiculous. And just saying shit like battle van, non-lethal. Yeah. Frank has to be like, yeah, no, I'll totally non-lethal. That's my game. I'm all about the non-lethality. And so he fucking goes to New York. Eventually, Spider-Man, he goes back to Dr. Crawford. And Dr. Crawford, she's beeping and bopping and boop on her computer, and he walks around her, and Spider-Man just, like, puts a hand on her. She goes, oh, Spider-Man, I'm sorry. I'm not used to you sneaking up on me. I know I should be, but it's so good to see you. Ah! She sees him, and she's like, oh, my God, you drank it, didn't you? He's like, I drank the spunk. I told you not to drink the spunk juice. I'm sorry. And she says, now your mutation is even worse. Oh, my God. It's like, Doc, you have to help me. It's like, I'm going to try to help you, but you have to stay here for right now. He's like, what are you talking about? I mean, you're a wanted man. A wanted man? What are you talking about? It's all over the news. And they turn on the news chat, and it's we're on the fucking Fox News of the MCU, the Daily Bugle Network, and you got J. Jonah Jameson. He's saying that, we are now putting out, we are now learning that Spider-Man has kidnapped college student, graduate student Michael Morbius. And we're going to his girlfriend, Felicia Hardy, right now for an update. And Felicia goes, I fucking hate you, Spider-Man! You fucking prick! And it's like, Jesus. It's like, all right, enough of that. All right, okay, back to you, fucking Robbie. And Spider-Man's like, oh my God, I didn't do that. No, fucking Dr. Crawford. Michael Morbius, he's a vampire now. And she's like, really? Yeah, he's a vampire. He's exposed to my blood, and a bat got in there, and it's complicated. But, shit, this is bad. And she goes, listen, I need to synthesize like a better cure. You have to stay here. He's like, I can't. I got to go after Michael Morbius. I got to clear my name. I got to help him. He's hurting. He's literally draining people of their blood, or in this case, chat, plasma. That one could get past the censors fine. And so we also cut occasionally back to Michael Morbius, and he is sucking the life juice out of everybody, Chad. He's sucking them up. Now with his teeth, he got these little, it's almost more horrifying, these little fucking hand suckers on. He's like, and he gets you, and he sucks all your juice. And so he goes back to the hospital, and Michael Morbius says, oh, that's the thing. It's like, oh, shit, fuck it, we got Spider-Man out there. He's on the side of the building. And we cut to the side of the building, chat, and it's obviously not Spider-Man. It's obviously Michael Morbius. It's Morbius, chat, the fucking living vampire. And everyone's like, oh yeah, that's Spider-Man, all right. Are you fucking shitting me? Do you hate this guy that much that even though this thing looks nothing like Spider-Man, now it's not having even the same goddamn color palette, you're like, oh yeah, Spider-Man. Yeah, he's on the wall. Are you really? Man, you New York, you don't deserve Spider-Man. God damn it. And so these people are like, and even Felicia Hardy's like, that's obviously Spider-Man. I hate you! I hate you! And she's screaming at him. He's like, God damn it. He gets over there, chat, and he fucking tackles Michael Morbius. Michael's like, oh my God, what the fuck happened to you? What happened to me? What happened to you? He's like, all right, take it easy. And they start wrestling, chat. They start punching, dipping, dodging, weaving. But Spider-Man, he still has this horrendous physical pain. He's got the bubbly guts. He's like, oh, my tummy. And so Michael Morbius, he eventually just flies the fuck off. He's going back to his laboratory trying to make himself a cure. But then Spider-Man tries to go after him. But who fucking shows up, chat? The goddamn Punisher with his non-lethal arsenal. And he's firing nets. He's firing, like, water guns. I'm serious, chat. He is literally firing water guns. He's fighting like streams of water at Spider-Man, chat. He's got a little water, he just boom, and it hits him, and I can't stick anymore. And he falls off the side of buildings. That's what we're rocking right now with the Punisher, okay? And so he's doing all this shit. Punisher also has a jetpack now. He's got a jetpack. He's flying around and shit. And Spider-Man, like, he could definitely beat the shit out of the Punisher in this situation, but he's still in so much physical pain. And Punisher, he uses one of his non-lethal nets. And he's like, I have my own web too, Spider-Man. He's like getting him closer. And then J. Jonah Jameson, he's watching this. He's like, Robbie, what can you tell me about this Skull guy? And Robbie says, this guy apparently is the Punisher. He's a self-made vigilante, originally Frank Castle. Family went missing. You can't even say they were murdered. They went missing. Oh, okay. They went fucking missing. Yeah, from life. Unbelievable. So, and JJ's like, oh, maybe we can make this guy the new hero of New York. Are you fucking serious, JJ? Robbie's like, I don't know if I feel comfortable doing that. It's like, whatever. And so Spider-Man, he bursts out of the net, and he just starts beating the shit out of the Punisher. He just starts punch, over and over and over again. He's like, all right, and then he webs him up. He's like, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Meanwhile, the NYPD, they show up, and they're going after Spider-Man at first, but they see the Punisher. Oh, it's fucking Frank Castle. He's a wanted man by the FBI and the CIA. So they go for him, chat. But Frank Castle, he says, Battle Van! Execute Sequence 2 or some shit. And Battle Van launches, I don't know, something. And Frankie gets out of the net. He goes back in the Battle Van. He drives away, chat. Thank God for fucking Battle Van. Frank is nothing about Battle Van, chat. And at this point, he says, all right, Micro, I'm not going to be Mr. Nice Guy, using lethal weapons from now on. He goes, oh, jeez, the censors, Frank, fuck the censors. And so eventually, Spider-Man, he's like on a rooftop. He's not feeling too good. And he's like, I got to go back to Dr. Crawford. But then, chat, he remembers, but Michael Morbius, he is hurting too. He's not doing well. Also, he's going back and forth. He realizes, like, I got to go for Michael Morbius. And because he remembers, chat, with great power comes great responsibility. And when we see his origin story for some reason. Talk about fucking filler. And we just relive his origin story with the whole, everything, Uncle Ben, all he's dead and shit. And then she's like, all right, I make the decision. I'm going to go after Uncle Ben. So he goes back to his house, chat. He has the tape recorder. And he does some science shit where it's like, okay, based on these sounds and where Michael Morbius and I battled, he must be at these locations. And meanwhile, like, Punisher put a tracking mechanism on his fucking foot, and so, our tracking bug, and so he's stopped, like, right when Frank gets to him, Spider-Man's always leaving. He's like, God damn it! He always misses him at the last moment. And eventually, Spider-Man, he finds Michael Morbius. He's like, not hard. And he busts on in there, and he fucking kicks Morbius and everything he's working on. Morbius is like, you asshole, that was the cure I was working on. He's like, oh, sorry. It's like, God damn it, man. Oh, all I had was that. All I had, and you took it away from me. Now I need plasma. And he tries to suck him with his little sucker hands, chap. But it doesn't work out. Spider-Man, he beats the shit out of Michael Morbius. But then who fucking shows up, chat? Because he's not moving now. The fucking Punisher. Punisher gets on. He's like, vampire. He fucking punches him. He's out. And then he fights Spider-Man. He blasts him with a fucking bazooka. Blasts Spider-Man from one building all the way into an abandoned warehouse. And Spider-Man, he's just on the floor, just writhing in pain. And Frank Castle, he's just whistling Dixie. He's like, yeah, gonna kill me as Spider-Man. He's having a good time. And then we cut back to the warehouse, chat. And Spider-Man, he's not looking good. He's like, oh, God, oh. He's just farting on shit himself. But then, chat, oh, no. His costume begins to rip apart. And his hand becomes not the hand of a Spider-Man, chat, but of a man spider. He has all the insect-like fur around. This scared the shit out of me when I was a little kid. And he becomes this horrific creature, chat. And he's like, oh, it's like fucking Brundlefly. It's literally like Brundlefly from The Fly, chat. 86 classic, David Cronenberg directed. And Punisher, he gets in and he's like, oh, Spider-Man, I'm here. I'm here to take care of, oh my God. And then we see this monstrous creature coming towards the Punisher, chat. It is the man spider. And it's fucking grotesque. It's horrifying. There was a toy for this. It was always like one of the most popular toys back in the day. It was always sold out. I never got it. Like one of my friends had it at the time. I never got it myself. I was like, ooh, I'm so jealous. It was so creepy. And you just see this horrific, monstrous Spider-Man, human spider coming for Punisher. And right before he's about to munch on him, it cuts, chat. Oh, to be continued. What happens next? They give a little hint, chat. There's not just one vampire in New York. There's going to be another one. Perhaps the Daywalker. Ooh, Blade. Very cool. But chat, that's the episode. You had it. Oh, you had it. You were those kids. You teased me for having that. Oh, chat. But with that is the episode. Hope you enjoyed the review, my friends.